talk some high school softball. It is regional semifinal round for these East Texas schools that are still in it. And we have the head coach of the Bullard Lady Panthers, Coach Julie Murry. Coach, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for joining us this morning. Let's talk about the playoff run that you've had so far this year. Took on Center in the by-district round and beat them in 2 games. Hampshire-Fannett was a tough one. There was some weather that was involved in that and lots of moving around, but beat them 2-1. Just took care of Little Cypress Mauriceville 2-0. What has this playoff run been like for you this season?
Well, it's been fun. It's been a little tiring, but very much so fun for sure.
Well, how difficult is it with all the weather that we've been having to play in these playoff games? Because I'm sure you got to have your plan A where you want to play and then a plan B, C, and D. So how difficult has all this been?
It can be a little bit of a chore in regards to making sure that everybody's on the same page, but you know, it's one of the things that we don't control, so we do try to keep in perspective that you know, again, it's out of our control. So you just try to, you know, put some parameters up front with the other coach and the opposing team, and just make sure that you're thinking ahead a little bit. So.
And you got to stay looking at the forecast and the radars at all times.
Glued to your phone.
like most of society is these days anyway.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, Coach, let's talk about your upcoming series this week against Robinson. Game 1 is actually tomorrow night at Robinson at 6 o'clock, and then Game 2 is Friday back in Bullard, and Game 3, if necessary, would be Saturday in Midlothian. So first off, what do you know about this Robinson team, and what are your expectations in this series?
Well, we are pretty familiar with Robinson. We played them in this round last year, and they returned almost everyone to their team. So we feel pretty familiar. And then their head coach and I go, you know, we have a pretty good history. We go way back as well. So this is by far not one of our first matchups together with different teams. So we feel like we know them pretty well, and they probably know us pretty well also. But they're for sure, you know, nobody's left in the 3rd and 4th rounds and beyond that's not really good and really able to compete well. So we know that it's going to be a great series, and we're looking forward to it.
And I know that you have a home playoff game on Friday, and I know this isn't the first time that you've had a home playoff game, but how important are those home playoff games? How big are those when you can have your local fans right there making a short trip for such a pivotal game?
Well, it is actually the first time since I've been in Bullard that we've had a home playoff game, actually. And, you know, we have a brand new facility this year, so we are so excited. We feel like we're, you know, we play well at home, and we're so excited to be able to save our fans and our people, and maybe some people who haven't watched us play can come out and watch us play. We're for sure very excited to have a Friday night, you know, show at home. So.
I guess I just assumed that you had already had a home playoff game before. That's
different. Yeah, different people have, but we haven't yet.
Okay, well, hey, we're excited for this one on Friday, and we wish you the best of luck. I do want to give you a chance here. What are some your seniors that you have on the team that maybe you want to give a shout out to that have had that this is going to be their last year playing as a Bullard Lady Panther?
Awesome. Thank you for letting me have that opportunity. We have 2 seniors in our graduating class this year. And they're both 4-year, you know, varsity kids. One of them's a pitcher and one of them's our first baseman. And they're just absolutely amazing young people. They're great on and off the softball field. They for sure embody everything that Bullard softball is about with the way they play and with the way they work through daily life. But Maddie Nix and Aniston Foster are our 2 seniors, and I think they're doing a fantastic job of leading us through the postseason right now and leading us daily in practice, and really just being a source of strength for our underclassmen to look up to. So we're very, very proud of them for sure.
Awesome, Coach. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning here on East Texas Now. Best of luck in your series against Robinson, and we hope to talk to you next week.
Sounds great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Murry.
All right. Have a good one.